Good afternoon. This week, State Superintendent Tony Thurmond commended school districts across the state for making the safety and health of students, teachers, and staff the top priority as districts prepare their school reopening plans for the 2021 school year. Because of the recent increases in the number of COVID-19 confirmed cases and the rise statewide in hospitalizations due to the virus, we are seeing many large districts statewide announce their plans to begin the academic year with distance learning. As State Superintendent Thurmond shared, our communities are hoping that students can resume full-time learning in classrooms soon, but the current circumstances of the coronavirus outbreak raise great safety concerns. We know the majority of our students learn best when they are in class with a full-time teacher and their peers, immersed in the educational environment. As educators, we want to see our students back on school campuses, yet it is critically important that we only reopen our schools when it is safe for students, staff, and families. This afternoon, Governor Gavin Newsom held a news conference to offer a framework from his office for the safe reopening of schools for the 2021 academic year. Governor Newsom said safety is foundational for the reopening of schools and offered 5 new guidelines. New guidelines include counties that are on the state's monitoring list because of increased coronavirus infections must start their public and private school years with distance learning. He also set guidance on face covering requirements, physical distancing protocols, regular testing for staff and contact tracing for schools, and cited rigorous distance learning applications. Our county schools office will continue to work with our county's 33 school districts on their reopening plans. We will collaborate and assist in providing guidance from our departments of public health, the governor's office, and the California Department of Education for their safe reopening of all our schools this year. On July 14th, I had the opportunity to participate in a superintendent's forum for the University of Redlands Summer Institute on Leadership for Educational Justice, which focused on the safe reopening of our schools. To help ensure school districts and charter schools in our county are prepared for students returning, we offered to assist the State Office of Emergency Services in distributing an initial supply of critical personnel protective equipment to all districts and charter schools in our county. We began distributions this week and will continue throughout the month as we receive the equipment from OES. The equipment will include face coverings, face shields for teachers, hand sanitizer, and no-touch thermometers. We will continue to offer our services in support of health officials and state agencies as they continue their ongoing efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19. Coming up on July 21st, San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools continues its equity series with the webinar discussion on schools, safety, and school resource officers. This is an outstanding opportunity to build on the first webinar in the series, Policing, Protesting, and Perspective, held in June. Students, school safety officers, and school officials will share in their experiences and interactions in the webinar on July 21st. The public is invited to join the webinar and can register for the event through County Schools' OMS website. Our County Schools Office wants to promote productive dialogue concerning safe and equitable learning environments, discipline on school campuses, and the roles of school resource and safety officers. As a result of the first webinar, we have had continued discussions this week with our San Bernardino County District Attorney Jason Anderson on how we continue having key conversations with students and others to promote equity in all of our schools. Another wonderful event this week was our 9th annual Southern Region Student Wellness Conference, which was held virtually on July 14th and 15th for the first time due to the coronavirus pandemic. This event provided key resources to many stakeholders in our county, including teachers, counselors, parents, social workers, and others, as the sessions centered around supporting the health and wellness of all. I was honored to be able to provide a welcome for this year's conference, which featured more than 1,350 participants, a record number for the event. Attendees responded positively to the content of the conference, from the keynote speakers to the breakout sessions. More than 35,600 views were made over the 2 days by participants, and the average duration that attendees spent at the conference was 16 hours. I want to thank the educators, counselors, health and social service professionals, and faith-based organizers who participated in this year's event. We truly appreciate the work you do to support the overall wellness and academic success of our students. Finally, this week, in addition to new restrictions on schools, Governor Newsom also announced new restrictions statewide and additional orders for counties like ours that have seen increased cases of the coronavirus. Each of us can make a difference in stopping the spread of the virus by wearing face coverings in public settings, practicing social distancing, and adhering to good hygiene by frequently washing hands or using hand sanitizers. Please remain vigilant and respect your neighbors and coworkers by following the guidance of our public health officials. We are all in this together. Be well and be safe, and have a terrific weekend.